Welcome back. So let's say we also want to show a logo somewhere here. So this is what we fetched from the site information. But let's say if the user clicks on customize here and he can from here now change the site information so that we saw. So you can say number one. So it automatically reflects here. But if he also selects a site logo, let's say this one, and selects here, clicks here, OK, crop theme, then we should be able to show the user this logo as well. So how can we show that? So let's go ahead and do that. So now the logo is there, but we have to call a method that will help us show the logo. So the method that we want to call is this PHP the custom logo. And if we go back to the browser and refresh, you see there is a logo as well. Of course, this is not looking that great, but you can customize this logo and make or do some styling of your theme and it will look great. We could decide to either keep logo this description or logo also based on some if else logic that we can apply. So it's up to you now for what you want to do. For us, it's fine. So I'm going to remove the logo now. For now, I will just comment this piece. So even if the logo is there, it won't be shown on our website. That's my bad. What we could do is we can comment this as slash slash star slash. So it won't output the logo anymore. Perfect. So we will go with this site title and description. Perfect. So let's continue in the next video. Thank you. Welcome back. Now let's go ahead and work on this menu item to make them dynamic. So right now, let's say I'm going to go to appearance and menus. Here I don't have any menu. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a menu. So I'm going to say create menu. And in this menu, I have my home page. Then I'm going to create, let's say, some custom links for now. Contact, just dummy for now. Let's say http colon slash slash contact.com, something like that for now, just dummy links. Then I'm going to create about us for now, this, and I'm going to just say about for now, about. So now we have this menu exists. I'm going to move this one here and maybe add few more. Paste it this one and just say link one. Paste this one for now. Link two. Paste this one and say link 3 for now. Alright, so now we have link 1, 2, 3. So what I will do is I will take this one here for now. I will just put them as a child, one beside other, and save it. And here we already see the primary menu location. So the primary menu location, I'm adding menu 1, which is having this many menu items. I'm saving it to primary menu, save it. But if I refresh here, I don't see those menu items. I see some hard-coded items. The reason is because it is coming from our hard-coded menu templates that we have here. So inside the nav, we have UL and then li elements, and these li elements are styled and they are hard-coded. See, that's why it's not appearing. So what I will do is first I will get rid of this. So we will get rid of this item, and then we will ask our WordPress to populate this menu items for us. And for that we will take help of another WordPress method, and that is WP nav menu, and this is going to take an array, and the first item of the array would be, so let's say we will pass an array first, and then this array, the first item is theme underscore location, and we have to now say which is the location. So in functions PHP, we have already registered primary menu of our theme to be with the ID as primary. So this is the ID which we have to take and paste it here. Perfect. Then we have to pass another parameter to this array. The reason is why we want to do that is what happens is under this nav there should be a direct UL and LI. Otherwise, the styling which has been done for this theme for the static template won't work because it's done based upon nav and this ID and then the UI element, UL elements and then LI elements. So if we don't add another parameter here, which is container empty, then WordPress would do what it would do is it would add its own dummy container around it, div or something it will add around this. And if there is if inside nav it doesn't find the direct UL and LI, then the styling would be getting distorted if it is going to add another container. So we said don't add a container, keep the container blank. So now if we go and try to refresh, what we are seeing is we are seeing our menu items appearing here, which are present here. So if I change something here, let's say about link item 1, it's a mega menu, then it's going to, this is going to change automatically without doing anything. So if I refresh, so it changes to mega menu, and if I click here contact, so it goes tries to go to contact.com. That's fine. So we can change the URL of these. Perfect. So now we have made our menu dynamic, but we haven't modified how we can make it selected by default. Let's do that in the next video. Thank you. I will see you in the next one. Welcome. Let's go ahead and see how can we make this particular piece selected by default. So the reason it is not coming as selected because in our last lecture what we did is we added the functionality to spit out this navigation menu items from our WordPress dashboard. Hence now it will have its own WordPress created classes, but our styling was done based on other classes which was for the static HTML template. But now the classes will change, so will the behavior. So let's go ahead and try to pick and add new classes. So let's inspect and see that this is the nav ID that we had, and this from here the UL, this got created by WordPress. So if we see in each item WordPress has added this class called current menu item. So we have to take this and then we have to go to our style CSS and search for current. So we have this current here. We have to replace this class with our class. Save it. If we refresh now, make sure to refresh, hard refresh. So press Ctrl Shift R together. So it's going to now load our style. So now our style got applied because we provided the proper targeting. So that's great. Next is we also have to have this mega menu enabled. When we hover on it, it should show us. So let's look at what is the class that it adds. So if we see that for the second layer onwards, it adds a class called sub menu. So let's copy that and go to our file, and here wherever we see this drop tron, replace that with sub menu. So that's here, also here, then we have it, sorry, we have that here as well. We also have to tweak little bit the styling, but that we will see later. For now we will just replace this with our class name. Perfect. Okay, so we have replaced this with this. Now let's go ahead and see how it looks. Do we get our mega menu items? So we don't get our mega menu items. Let me quickly check on the dashboard what was the mega menu. Yeah, so in this we should have two menu items. Okay, so which means we have to further improve our styling. So let's go ahead and see what is the styling it expects. So here we need to make sure one thing. If there are multiple levels, let's say how many levels we have. We have now one level and second level. Let's say if we had three levels like this also, then we have to modify the styling little bit according to this. So if we refresh now and see what is the style it creates, so we have to follow that hierarchy. So here it's the nav and then a UL with the menu, and then inside the LI we have the UL with sub menu, and again an LI and then UL again with sub menu. So we have sub menu inside sub menu. Hence we also have to modify our this like this here. So this will go away. We will change this to dot sub menu because of for the third level, and this we will take it away for any sub menu on before we want to apply this content. Then we have to also modify our nav links. So what we want to do here is we want to update our logic when should what level show. So that we have to do it with hide and show or display none and block. So the thing here is first we will see the nav UL and then the first LI when it is hover. Then we will look for the span class inside this or the sub menu class inside this, and then we will open that, which means we will make it block. So we have the nav, then we have the UL, LI hover, sub menu block. Same way we have to do it for the third level. And how we will do that? So copy this, paste it here. So for the third level, we have to now say UL and nav UL, and then we have this, and then for this there will be now sub menu and inside that another submenu. One or more multiple submenu can exist, and this should now be none. Okay, and then what we have to now have a third one. Let's say I will copy this. So it depends upon which level we are hovering and what level should be opened. Based on that, we are applying the logic. So here, if I say li, so now if this is the level, let's say the second level is opened, so this will change now, and we have to make or keep it open based on submenu class. Submenu, and then on that, if it is hovered, any li within that, any li within that, if it is hovered, so we are saying inside the nav ul submenu inside, so this should be in block. Yeah, I think this is okay. We might have to tweak a little bit further. So Control Shift R. Let's yeah. So we see as soon as we hover, it appears. But the issue is our styling is breaking. So let's try to fix this. So let's check how we can apply this, or we can fix that. So in the sub menu now, what I want to do is I want to say position as absolute. Then I will apply a top of 100%, left of -50%, and I don't want this margin top and left anymore. Let's save it and just Control Shift R. Now we don't see our menu. That is very weird. So there is something wrong now. So we did an position absolute, and from top 100%, left -50, and let me have that as well. What if I get rid of this? If I get rid of that, I am getting it, but I'm not getting it if it is that way. So I will have to remove this as well. Okay, so it works, but our other items jumps. So that is not what we don't want. So if I try to apply position absolute to this class, then it breaks. So maybe check the nav. What do we have? Do we have position relative here? So Shift R. And if now I apply their position absolute, Somehow it doesn't work. That is very strange. It should have worked. Top align. For now, we will not put too much time in this styling part. Later on, we can come back and try to fix this. For now, I will just go ahead with what we have. It's okay that we are having this issue with our mega menu for now, but that's okay. We can fix it later on. Okay, so we will come back to this mega menu later on and fix it. But for this video, I would like to conclude here. Thank you. I will see you in the next one.